everybody. So I wanted to do a review of the Pod Go. I've had this for a couple months now, and off the bat, I want to say I absolutely love it. It sounds amazing. It's simple. It's portable. It's light. I really recommend it if you're looking to get something smaller, more portable, but that sounds really good and is less expensive than maybe building, kind of a bougie pedal board setup. So I'll show you what I had, and then kind of go over pros and cons, what I like about the Pod Go. So I built my own pedal board setup, and shout out to West Coast Pedalboards. Fantastic company out in California there. You can buy kits. They can make it for you. If you want to build your own, which is what I did, I built the board and the case. So this is what I was using. It's empty right now. I got rid of all my pedals and sold everything. But I have the case and I have the board. So they have really fantastic cases that you can make. As you can see, it's pretty big. It's pretty hefty, and that's empty, right? So this is like almost 23 pounds without the pedals. With the pedals and everything, I'd say this thing was probably 45 pounds. So it's pretty bulky, really heavy, and I was just looking to downsize. This, you can lift the top off. The board can actually stay inside, or you can take it out. So this is what I had built before, and I had probably $2,500 into this, Strymon power supply, Strymon, the Big Sky, the Timeline, the Iridium. That way it could go direct into the system and not use an amp. That way we could cut down in stage volume, 3 stages of overdrive. So it was a nice pedal board. But I wanted to find something that was smaller, more portable, and I didn't have to do as much toe tapping throughout songs. It was just a lot, you're this and that, you're overshut this one, and I wanted something simpler. I'm a big fan of keeping it simple, and so I did some research online on YouTube, and I came across the Pod Go. I wish I had found this thing before spending $2,500 on building this. I got the one with the wireless pickup. You can get this right, like look how small and light. It's so simple, you guys. You can get this, the wireless one, plus the bag for under $700. I think the one with the wireless pickup's like $599, and then the bag's like $60 or $70. I might be wrong on that, but it's under $700 for this, and it sounds incredible. I think it sounds better than everything I had in here. If you get the one without the wireless pickup, it's under $600. Save $100. So pretty inexpensive compared to building like a full big pedal board setup. Or Line 6 also makes the Helix, right? That's pretty popular, but those are I don't even know what they are now, $1,600, $1,800, something like that. So let's open this up. I'll show you everything it comes with, and then what I like and what I don't like. So far I've had this 2-3 months now, maybe a little longer. Case is holding up really well, back and forth every week. Front pouch, comes with a USB cable. You can connect it to your computer, and we'll go over that in a minute. Get this open. Power supply. Oh, also Allen wrench, and I'll go over that in a minute too. And of course, the board. So, fairly small, compact, light. And again, this thing sounds amazing. I really, really recommend if you're looking to upgrade or downsize, for whatever reason you're looking for a new board. That's fairly inexpensive. $700 is quite a bit, but compared to $2,500, it's rather inexpensive compared to that. So I really recommend this thing. The Allen wrench is, you can adjust on the side of your volume pedal here. You can adjust the tension. So basically, if you tighten it, it makes it so this is a little harder to push. You loosen it, it makes it looser. So makes it easier. So you can adjust that to however you like. So let's go over what I like about this thing. Number one, the sound. I'm not gonna put any demos on here just because there's tons of them on YouTube already. Just go listen to some. Use headphones because most of them are in stereo. And you guys, the sound is phenomenal. It really is. It sounds so good. I love it. If you're not running anything in stereo, so if you're not running your live stream or in-ears or the house, if you run none of them in stereo, then it probably doesn't matter. But if you run at least one of the three in stereo, then run this in stereo. It just makes the sound that much better, fuller, wider. Just do it. Just do it. Just put it in stereo if you have at least one of those three in stereo. We run our live stream in stereo, we run our in-ears in stereo, and we run our house in stereo. So I run this. We run this in stereo, we run our drums in stereo, we run our keys in stereo. If most of your things are in mono right now, kind of a next goal for you might be to try and get some stuff into stereo, because it really widens the space out. We hear in stereo, right? Left and we have two ears. We hear in stereo. It sounds much more natural than in mono. Anyways, so things I like about this. Again, number one, the sound quality. It's really good. Number two, it's light. It's small, very easy to transport. The wireless pickup on it works pretty well. You plug it in to charge it, put it in here to store it. Pretty easy. If this dies or something, you can just plug in a regular cord too. If you find out that it drops out a lot, then you can turn all your other, if you have like a lot of Bluetooth or wireless stuff around it, then turn all that stuff on first, take this, plug it in after all that's on, because every time you plug this in, it scans the channels and picks the best one. So just wait till everything else is on, then plug this in, it'll scan. That might help you out. So another reason I like this, again, so USB cable. You can plug this into a computer. Line 6 has a free app to connect to this. And this is another reason I got it, is you can build your set list beforehand. Now I know with the Strymons and stuff, you can USB them and set that stuff up, but again, it's each pedal, and I just wanted something that was all-in-one and simple. So plug this into your computer, pull up the app. It's got all your sounds, your banks. Drag and drop. It's super easy. You just drag and drop, creates your set list. You can buy song-specific patches for $4.99. Okay, $5, and you can have pretty much any praise and worship song that's made. Not all of them, right? You can still create your own patches. You can adjust ones you buy, but all the popular ones, like the ones you hear on the radio, okay, you can buy most of those and just download it, and then you have that exact sound. You don't have to try and create it on your own through your own pedals. And then you can tweak them too afterwards if you want to change something. So I got it because it's simple. It's set up so Saturday night I can come in, I can get my songs, put them in order, done. Like, it's in order, it's done. It's just really easy. So you'd have your first song, and you have your different set A, B, C, and D, right? You have your tap tempo here, plus your tuner if you hold it. So you'd have your first song, and these I have it set up in snapshot mode. That's why I like this as snapshot. So snapshot, you have one sound, but in that one sound, you have 4 different variations of that one sound. So you could set A to, like, typically when you buy one, I've found out it's this type of layout, where A is going to be like not as much overdrive. It's going to be like for your verse. B is going to be like your first chorus, so a little overdrive-y, a little more verb maybe. C is typically going to be like a big chorus, big bridge, big lead type of deal. And then D is typically like very ambient for swells and stuff, not as much overdrive. Typically, that's how I found these song-specific ones to be. So simple, little dry, a little more overdrive, a little more verb, super big sound, big lead, and then very ambient for like swells and taking up space. But so that's the nice thing is you could have it on the first song, and you can just set it, and you can name these snapshots. So you could be like intro and verse, chorus, bridge, pre-chorus, whatever you want to set it to. And then when you're done with the song, next, same thing over again. Intro, however you're going to set it up. It's just one click and you're on to the next song. And then it's just each section of the song, next song, each section of the song. So it's very simple, not as much, I need to turn this overdrive on and shut that one off and turn this reverb on and that delay off, and it's just less toe tapping. So it's very simple, and I really like that about this. And your tap tempo saves for each song. So once you set your tap for that bank, for that song, it'll save it. You can save it per snapshot too if you want, but it saves it so you don't have to redo this every single time. You can set it during practice for each song, and it'll stay that way. So you're good. You don't have to worry about setting your tempo if you don't want to. So snapshot mode. I love that about it. I love just the simplicity of it. The downside, my number one thing I don't like about this is the volume pedal. So I went from having an Ernie Ball junior volume pedal, which is super smooth, 0 to 100 is just, you can be at, it's really, just super easy, super smooth right through. I found with this that it's like off, and then even a little bit, it's like straight to like 25%. And I've tried linear, I've tried logarithmic, I've tried looking online. I can't really find anything that helps. So if you have any insight into that, how to make that a little smoother, please let me know. That's my number one pet peeve about this, is that it's off. You can't get a real smooth 0 to 100. Like once it's on, the rest of the way is fine. But it just feels like it goes from, no matter how easy, gentle I go, it just feels like it's straight from 0 to like 25, 30%. So that's my number one pet peeve about this. But there is a fix. You can add external foot switches or pedals. So I could just get another volume pedal, plug it in here, go to that, and use that as my volume pedal. I don't want to do that. I wanted to keep it simple, because then I got to get another power supply for that and another cord, and it's just, I'd like to figure this out. So maybe there's an update out or something, but that's my number one pet peeve. But overall, if you're looking for something simple, you're looking for something that sounds great, that's easy, that takes up a little bit of space, but just simplifies everything, I highly recommend this. And then my other kind of there's a little bit of a learning curve. I had to do some research, looking on YouTube quite a bit, for in the brain of trying to find some things I wanted to change, and it took a little while. But besides the learning curve and the volume pedal, I highly recommend this thing. Highly do. I love it. So let me know what you think, what your thoughts are on it. If you've used it, if you're looking at maybe getting one, let me know. Yeah. Thanks for checking it out with me.